Introduction. One of the intriguing issues about Rizal was his alleged retraction about anti-Catholic opinions. Authenticity of the document about Rizal retraction is still questioned. There are evidences and opinions stated that Rizal did not retract, but some pointed out Rizal withdraws his opinion. For the sake of clarity, Rizal did not retract his opinion about the Catholic religion. There is a strong evidence that the document was a fake and manipulated.
Source: Rizal Beyond the Grave. A reiteration of the greatness of the martyr of Bagumbayan. Author of the source: Ricardo R. Pascual, PhD. Author's background: Ricardo R. Pascual was the author of the book titled Rizal Beyond the Grave, which puts an emphasis about deep analysis regarding to retraction paper and Rizal's death.
Intention. The author's intention was to verify the authenticity and accurateness of events that happened regarding to Rizal's death. The book also includes the examination of the documents which show the retraction of Rizal. Date of publication of the source. The source was written and was published on 1950, a revised edition. The publisher of the source was Luzon Publisher Corporation.
Evidence that support the claim Rizal did not retract. Evidence based on the book Rizal Beyond the Grave. The Archbishop Nozaleda permitted Ricardo Pascual to examine the document about Rizal's retraction, which the document was discovered as falsification. Pascual pointed out the minute measurements that the retraction diverged from the style of Rizal's other writings of the period, and he concludes that the paper was forgery.
Pascual notes no less than 7 differences, one of the most significant being indication of stop, which, says the critic, the most naturally explained by the fact that a forger might stop at certain point to determine what form to make next in Rizal's signature.
Rizal's burial record was not in the page 147, where it was the list of people who died in December 1896. Rizal's name was listed on the page 204, where it was a list of people who were buried 10 months later. In September 1897, Rizal's death was recorded 10 months later after he was buried.
Date of signing the retraction. According to Peter Hainolokong, author of the Rizal retraction and other cases, he stated that there were a lot of so-called original documents of Rizal's retraction surpassing in the extent of the public's point of view. In both reproduction, there were conflicting versions of the text. Add to this, the date of the signing was very clear in the original Spanish document, which Rizal supposedly signed. The date was December 29, 1890.
Later, another supposedly original document surfaced. It bears the date December 29, 1890. The number 0 was evidently altered to make it look like a letter C. Then still later, another supposedly original version came up. It has the date December 29, 1896. This time, the 0 became a 6. So which is which? Those who strongly believe the faking of Rizal retraction document reported that the forger of Rizal's signature was Roman Roque, the man who also forged the signature of Urbano Lacuna, which was used to capture Aguinaldo. The mastermind, they say, in both Lacuna's and Rizal's signature forging was Lazaro Segovia. They were approached by Spanish friars during the final day of the Filipino-American War to forge Rizal's signature.
Rizal was a devoted Christian Catholic. Before the execution, Rizal asked for the confession twice and for the rosary from the priest between the two confessions. He asked for the Mass and requested for the Holy Communion. He asked for the image of Sagrado Corazon de Jesus, which he carved when he was just 14. Rizal kissed the image of cross presented to him in the rosary in his hands. In his poem, the title, The Farewell, he expressed God alone does reign. How did Father Balaguer convince Rizal to be converted before his execution?
Marriage ceremony. Father Vicente Balaguer, S.J., claimed that he performed the canonical marriage of Jose and Josephine, but there were no marriage certificate or public record showed that could prove Father Balaguer's account. He claimed that he performed the marriage ceremony between 6 to 6:15 of December 30, 1896, with the presence of one of Rizal's sisters. The Rizal family denied that any of Rizal's sisters were there that fateful morning. Dr. Jose Rizal was martyred at 7:03 a.m. Nobody had reported seeing Mrs. Josephine Bracken in the vicinity of Fort Santiago. In the morning of execution, again Father Balaguer lied.
The retraction document in flood. The first sentence says, I declare myself a Catholic in this religion which I was born and died. Rizal only have 7 hours to live. At that time the retraction was made, and it was night time. The friar suggested that he had slept that time. The words to live and die is wrong.